The job market in 2026 looks fundamentally different from the one that existed 5 years ago. Employers are using AI to screen applications before a human ever sees them. Recruiters are using AI to identify candidates they would otherwise have missed. And the professionals who understand how to work alongside these systems, rather than against them, are moving through the hiring process faster, reaching more interviews and converting those interviews into offers at a significantly higher rate. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a complete 5-step AI-powered job search system. This is not a collection of individual tips. It is a structured, sequential process designed to be applied from the moment you decide to look for a new role through to accepting an offer. Every step uses AI tools that are either free or very low cost to access, and every step has been designed around how hiring actually works in 2026, not how it worked a decade ago. Step 1 is defining your target with precision, and this is the step most job seekers skip, which is one of the primary reasons their search takes longer than it should. Most people begin a job search by browsing job boards and applying to roles that look broadly relevant. This produces a large volume of applications, a very low response rate, and an exhausting, demoralizing process that can drag on for months. The professionals who find roles fastest are those who start with a precise definition of what they are looking for and why, which makes every subsequent step significantly more efficient. AI helps you build this precision quickly. Open Claude and give it your professional background, your strongest skills, your preferred work environment, and your non-negotiable criteria, whether that is salary, location, remote flexibility, company size, or sector. Then ask it to help you define the 3 most specific and realistic role types that represent the best fit between what you offer and what the market is looking for. Ask it to identify the job titles that appear most frequently for those roles, the sectors where demand is strongest, and the specific companies that are actively hiring in that space. The output is a focused target list rather than an open-ended search, and a focused search produces significantly better results in significantly less time than an unfocused one. Step 2 is optimizing your application materials for AI screening, because in 2026, the first reader of your CV is almost certainly not a human, and most people's CVs are not written with that in mind. Applicant tracking systems parse your CV looking for specific keywords, structural clarity, and relevant experience signals. A CV that is visually impressive but structurally complex will frequently be parsed incorrectly or scored poorly, regardless of the quality of the candidate's experience. A clean, keyword-rich, single-column document will outperform it consistently. For each role you target, use Claude to run the AI keyword optimization process we covered in the CV video. Paste in the job description, ask it to identify the 20 most important keywords, and then cross-reference those against your current CV. Update your language to match the employer's vocabulary while keeping every claim accurate and honest. Your LinkedIn profile needs the same treatment. Recruiters using LinkedIn's AI search are finding candidates based on how closely their profiles match specific search criteria. And a profile that uses the same language as the roles you are targeting will appear in significantly more searches than one that uses your own vocabulary rather than the market's. Ask Claude to rewrite your headline, your about section, and your experience bullets specifically for the target roles you have defined in Step 1. Step 3 is building a proactive outreach strategy. Because applying through job boards alone is one of the least efficient job search strategies available, and most of the best opportunities are filled through direct contact rather than public listings. Research consistently shows that a significant proportion of roles, often estimated at between 60 and 70%, are filled without ever being publicly advertised. They are filled through direct referrals, through LinkedIn connections, through recruiter relationships, and through proactive outreach from candidates who identified the company before a vacancy existed. AI makes proactive outreach faster and more effective than it has ever been. Identify 10 to 15 specific companies where you would genuinely want to work and where your background is a strong fit. For each one, use Claude to research their recent developments, new products, funding rounds, strategic shifts, leadership changes, and then ask it to draft a personalized outreach message to a relevant contact at that company. The message should open with a specific, accurate observation about something happening at their company. Connect that to a genuine insight or experience you have, and end with a simple, low-friction ask. A 15-minute conversation rather than a request for a job. The response rate on personalized, specific outreach messages of this kind is dramatically higher than generic connection, requests, or speculative applications to advertised roles. Step 4 is preparing for every interview using AI, and this is where the gap between prepared and unprepared candidates is most immediately visible to an interviewer. Give Claude the job description, the company name, and everything you know about the role and the team you would be joining. Ask it to generate the 15 most likely interview questions for that specific role and company, including the AI-related questions we covered in video 10 of this series. Then ask it to help you craft strong answers to each one. Specific, evidence-based answers that draw on real examples from your experience, structured using a clear beginning, middle, and end. Then ask Claude to play the role of an interviewer and conduct a practice session. Type your answers out in full and ask it to give you specific, critical feedback on each response. What is strong? What is vague? What needs a more specific example? And what you should add or remove. This practice session is the closest most people, without a career coach, can get to genuine interview preparation, and the difference in performance between a candidate who has practiced with AI feedback and one who has not is immediately detectable by an experienced interviewer. Step 5 is negotiating your offer. Because accepting the first offer you receive without negotiating is one of the most financially costly mistakes professionals make, and AI makes preparation for this conversation significantly easier. The majority of employers expect some negotiation and build room into their initial offer. Research consistently shows that candidates who negotiate professionally and with clear reasoning receive improved offers in the majority of cases. The barrier is almost never the employer's willingness to negotiate. It is the candidate's discomfort with having the conversation. Give Claude the offer, details, salary, benefits, any other terms, along with the role, the sector, and your location. Ask it to research the typical market rate for that role and summarize what a competitive package looks like. Then ask it to help you construct a negotiation case, a specific, calm, evidence-based request with a clear rationale and a realistic target figure. Then ask it to help you script the conversation, the opening sentence, the logical structure of your case, and the response to the most likely pushback. Practice the conversation out loud before you have it. The candidate who walks into a salary negotiations having rehearsed it with AI-generated feedback is significantly more likely to leave with a better outcome than one who is improvising under pressure. That is the complete 5-step AI job search system. Define your target with precision. Optimize your materials for AI screening. Build a proactive outreach strategy. Prepare for every interview with AI coaching. And negotiate your offer with research and a rehearsed case. Applied consistently and sequentially, this system compresses the typical job search timeline significantly. Not by working harder, but by working more precisely at each stage. The AI Proof. Your career guide is in the description, 14 pages and an instant download. Subscribe for new videos every Monday and Thursday. Drop a comment below. Which step are you going to apply first in your own job search? I read every single one.